Welcome back to Laura's Design Studio. And we are going to be working on coasting through the week. Never mind the other projects in the background. Yes, I'm working on multiples. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this coaster and this little dragon mold, which is, you've seen me pour this a couple times. I am going to, as soon as I mix this up, I'm going to get a different cup to set aside for the dragon. I think. Or do I split the cup and do like a 2-tone with the dragon? Oh, it's so hard. What do I do? What do I do? I need some of this. Also.
I think it's a really nice city of lights, and we can do it in the dark.
I'm gonna do 2-tone.
Having fun.
So yes, we're gonna split this, but we're gonna split it like in half.
Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
I didn't get out the mixer because it's only 4 ounces. Blonde Craftor 1-to-1 as always.
Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
Oh, I do have that kit, the squishy kit that I need to do a review on. So by this weekend I'll hit that. It's the company I gave a terrible review to, and then they sent me another one to review. I don't know. It is a different kit than the last one, but I guess we'll see if this one's any better. We'll do that over the weekend. I have to finish the Axolotl collaboration and this one, and then work on Froggy Friday. Don't know what I'm doing for Froggy Friday yet. So my son was telling me that on Saturday he had to come out and drive from Colleen to here because they had an air condition emergency. And so he was here for them, and he left. And he told me, he said, you must have been really out, because apparently he came back at 10 o'clock because they had a 3-apartment flood. Somebody broke a pipe. And he said he was here from like 10 to midnight, and he said I must have been out because I didn't acknowledge him coming in or anything. The funny part is at 1 o'clock I woke up and couldn't go back to sleep because I had slept a couple of hours. I probably fell asleep about 9 o'clock, which is unlike me. And I know when I fall asleep that early, I'll be up in the middle of the night and I won't be going back to bed. Apparently, for that 2-hour period, I didn't hear shit. Get rid of some of those bubbles on top. Craftor is really good about degassing. Degasses really nicely. Right on the money. Okay, so 1 cup, we're gonna put red, and this is China red. I don't know how China red differs from other reds, but this one is black. I'm also going to add some of this white sparkle stuff in here.
Design studio, just coasting through the week.
And we're going to add a little bit of Aurora pattern. I like the way the Aurora powder makes it more silky color. Is that? I don't know if that's what the word I'm looking for, but that's.
Design studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Let's coast.
I like the way that looks creamy. Red.
It's coasting through the week, having fun. You know I love it when it ready fun. Life on vacation, having fun in the city. We can do it on the weekend. Every day we
looks
make
like
it.
a strawberry tree.
We Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
Let each one sit for a minute because the powder will rise if it's not mixed in good enough. Let's see if that did it. This one looks pretty good. Nothing's rising in that one. Looks like we're good in here also now. So, here we go. Stirrers out of here.
Just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, 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 just coasting through the week.
I just need a little bit for this dragon. It'll only take a couple of drips, so I should be good here. In fact, I should have leftovers.
Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
For some reason,
Let's
this,
coast.
even though it says level, for some reason this end always needs a little boost.
Just coast. Yeah. It's coasting through the week, having fun. You know I love it when it ready fun. Life on vacation, having fun in the city. We can do it on the weekend. Every day we make it. Yeah. We Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. 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 Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I think it's a really nice
Now I'm gonna pour this little dragon.
lights, and we can do it in the dark.
Hopefully you guys can see that.
Coasting
It's just easier for me to pour from the side. Sorry if you can't.
Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
I'm
Laura's
just
Design
gonna
Studio, just coasting through the week.
pour a little reach in this dragon.
Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the
Try
week.
not to over pour it, which I
Laura's
just did.
Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
This one always has cleanup because it's hard to pour this little bitty
Laura's
fondant
Design
mold
Studio,
in.
just coasting through the week. Laura's
These are
Design Studio,
thin,
just
very
coasting
thin.
through the week.
But that's exactly why I chose them
Laura's
for this.
Design Studio, just coasting through the
Because I
week.
plan on taking this dragon and putting it in the center of the coaster, putting a layer over it. That way the inside of the coaster has like a little centerpiece. Okay, let me
Laura's
get
Design Studio,
a
just
couple
coasting through the
molds
week.
over here.
Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
And a little fish, he's always
Laura's
cute.
Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
I use
Let's coast.
one of my pocket hug characters.
I said, I just coast. Yeah, just coast.
Goldfish, the turtle.
Yeah, it's coasting through
I
the
have a
week.
few little ones
Having
I
fun.
use.
You know I love it when it ready
For the
life
pocket
on
hook.
vacation. Having fun in the
Just gonna put
city.
the rest of the black in
Do
here.
it on the weekend. Every day
And then I'll
we make it. Yeah.
fill the rest with the red.
Just coasting through the week.
And we'll have a two-tone goldfish.
Laura's Design Studio, just
Scrape your cups. Don't waste resin. It's expensive. And probably going to be more expensive with the tariffs. So definitely scrape your cups. I know I have gotten more little molds. You know, the like 4 ounce and below molds. Because I'm fully expecting, you know, the tariffs to take a toll on our resin. Hopefully not Craftor. Craftor is actually pretty sure it's made here. Yeah, it must be because in order to, well, no. I know that they can't sell to the UK yet because they need a distribution center. Somewhere else. And I thought that was because they were US. I'll have to look that up. I'll let you guys know. This little turtle with the last of the red scrapings. That works out really good. Oh no! I got overfilled.
Laura's Design Studio just coasting through the week. 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 Let's coast. Said, let's coast. I said, I just coast. Yeah, just coast. Yeah, it's coasting through the week, having fun. You know I love it when it went on. Life on vacation, having fun in the city. We can do it on the weekend. Every day we make it. Yeah, we Laura's Design Studio just coasting through the week. 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 Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Okay.
Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Let's clean up this
Look at me.
map.
I think it's a really nice city of lights, and we can do it in the dark. Having fun, coasting all night.
Okay guys, I am going
Laura's
to
Design Studio just coasting through the week. Laura's Design Studio just coasting through the week.
I am gonna turn on the heat mat, and
Laura's Design Studio.
we'll be back when it's time to demold these things and put them together.
Laura's Design
Talk to you later. Welcome back, and let's demold and finish our coaster for coasting through the week. And we're going to get a small amount of, resin here. This is the Bond Craftor 1-to-1. We're gonna, oh, that's way too much. Way too much.
She's already in Idaho. That's her problem. No, madam, that's your problem. She didn't get there on the 27th. Listen to me, she didn't get there on the 27th.
Okay.
27th, she was waiting to go to the house to be returned. We were in Idaho.
This
I
is,
understand that. You should have returned the girl on the 27th and she, as you were directed to do
that's
by
part
court.
A,
As you signed an agreement that you
1 ounce.
She the attorney. We believe what the attorney told us was what's going to happen. That she was going to go to court. She was going to file a petition to get a stay.
This is part B.
I'm just curious as to why you haven't sought custody of the granddaughters. I believe that my medic can provide the best environment for them. She's retired. She has a lot more time to spend than how I work full-time and I commute 40 miles a day one way. It's my job and I have 3 young children and doing a natural.
There's 2 ounces. That's going to be way more than we need, but we'll kind of mold to put the rest in. Because what we're going to do is just do a thin coat of resin over the top of that dragon in the coaster. And mix this up. Listening to Judge Judy in the background.
Because that is the worst legal advice. Not legal children. It's the worst legal advice that any attorney can give. We don't do that in this country.
Judge Judy will return in a moment.
This case really has no winners. Your daughter is dead. She died when she was a teenager. You have 2 children. Your son has not demonstrated track record as far as this court is concerned.
I'm mixed fast and furious, but that's okay because it's Bond Craftor and it degasses amazingly and quickly.
He's out of jail now for a couple of months. That's not a track record. And he's been involved in this kind of activity. This isn't some aberration. He's been involved in this kind of activity for over a decade. You couldn't even control your own child yet. Go to the courts and say this is
Let's demold this.
please help me. So why do you think that any court would grant him custody of these 2 little girls who already had the trauma of A, losing their mother, and B, being involved with their father when he was
There we go. There's that one.
committed to a felony? These children deserve a degree of stability.
We're also going to,
And I'm looking at you to talk.
this is still,
I don't know very much about them, but I think that you come to terms with the fact that your son should not have physical custody of these
oh
2
my
girls
lord,
unless
might be too jelly-like sofa. This one seems,
somebody has not demonstrated that
okay.
or to you.
Oh, demon Christmas. Okay, there we go.
Demonstrated to a stranger like me. So where should the children be? They should certainly not be with him, at least for now. Now the question is if they were with you,
There is
how much
little
contact
turtle.
would they have with their father? I think they should have contact with their father.
These are the little Hello Kitties.
Or the grandparents.
One is the whole body. This one is just the face. Those are super cute. Let's see if I can get this thing apart. Does he fit? Yeah. Okay, I just couldn't pull it apart first. It's a little bendy yet.
Instead, he talked her into taking a bag of beauty products. She says he's a con artist. He wants her to pay.
Yes, people, as a person who's worked in family law for many, many years, do not kidnap your children. Do not. There is the little goldfish. And now here is this dragon. And get this over pour cut off here. Trying to get this piece out of here.
Maybe, you know, I could use a new salesperson. So I discussed it with my boyfriend, and he said, well, maybe not for the room, but over there, you can always use an extra job. So, you know, it was like a ruse to get me over there for a job. That's why I went over there. And I got there, and we walked into the dining room.
There's this
and
internal piece.
And then I realized it's like an Avon deal. You know, I sold Avon when I was 12. I thought I was going on a real job interview and maybe looking about a place, even though it was out of my budget. And then he said, oh, well, you know, you can sell this stuff. And I said, you know what? I don't know anybody around here. My family's in New York. You know, I don't know anybody to sell this stuff to. Basically, you know, I don't want to do it. And he just kept, you know, pursuing it and, you know, just saying, oh, yeah, you can sell this stuff. He's like, just try it. You know, try it out for a couple days. Here's some samples. Use it for a while. Tell your friends about it. You know, and he was so resistant. I finally just wanted to get out of there. And he caught me at a weak and vulnerable moment. And, you know, I didn't want to do it. He was just resistant. And when I went to my boss, the samples that he gave me, when I told him that I didn't take anything. No, it's not right.
You know I love it when you're ready for life on vacation, having fun in the city. Do it
Get a pinch of
every day we make it. We cars design studio.
Well, when I got back, I have a witness because he was there when I got back to the spot. I didn't look at anything that was in the stack. Do you want to see it?
Laura's design studio, just coasting through the week.
When was the next time you saw this video?
Just coasting through the week.
I don't know, a week or so. And what did he say? He said, what'd you think of it? Yeah. And basically, you know, I'm really busy. I work 40 hours a week. So what did you say? I was like, I don't know. I was like, it was a rate. He goes, what are you gonna order? And I'm like, right, order? I don't want to order anything. Okay. I don't like it.
There we
And
go.
then, you know, it was like, he just
That
kept, you
looks
know,
better.
I wouldn't hear from him for a while. And I was like, you know, well, for a while he was like phone tap because I didn't, you know, I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to order anything. You know what I mean?
So did you say I'll give you stuff back?
Yeah. And then we kept making appointments for it, and I didn't have time. And you know, he kept demanding that I bring it back like hours that I was working. Yeah. And the video cassette with the set. Yeah. I
That's a lie. Listen, Madam.
All these people, they don't know.
I have to talk when I'm talking, sir. He's lying, Judge.
Judge Judy gets upset with that stuff.
I don't have disrespectfully in my courtroom. I told him he was too late to finish. Now he's speaking.
Okay.
Now, close until he's finished. You understand me, Jack? Go
Sit.
ahead.
And put that in the
Just
center.
give her these products to use for herself or to use in hopes of her becoming a sales representative for these products.
She left after we met on August 5th. Apparently interested in exploring new business opportunities.
Tell me what she was apparently.
I would talk to her if she had not expressed interest.
Gave this these products
That's correct.
to use to see if she liked it, to see if she wanted to go into business
The
with you.
agreement was 4 days. She was to I gave them to her on a Monday. She promised to return them on the following Thursday.
Whatever portion was left.
Right.
Is
Well,
that correct?
that's correct.
Have you ever engaged a representative in this manner before? By having somebody come in to retain your yes or no?
The ad was for a rental.
That's not my question. Have you ever engaged somebody
I do,
to act as a
but
to represent these products by putting a ad in the paper?
If it's pulling away from your side, it's because you need more.
she didn't want to. He says he wants to get What I thought, Your Honor, was she had a lot of courage to call an ad that was advertised for $1,200 to offer me $600 for half of the space. And I found it interesting. We struck up a good conversation, and she told me on the phone that she was ready to move up. And so I told her about my business. I've been doing this for 3 years. I have a business that spans the globe, and I'm very successful at it.
But these kits, sir, are really test kits. Some of the things that you gave her, according to her statement, had already been opened and used some of the products before she gave them.
That's true.
That's true. There you go. Which
You can take your heat gun and spread your silicone around, or your resin around. Now I'm gonna put the dragon down in there.
some of the things that I read in here bring a little close to my home, and I think the homes of a lot of other people who may be watching this case. Your wife of 50 years died.
49 years, 11 months.
And this is your daughter.
Yes.
And when your wife died, you took some, according to your complaint, some of her diamond jewelry. You had it appraised for about $2,000. Is that right? I believe you.
Here's a slip.
I believe you. And then you took this diamond jewelry that was your wife's and you put it in a vault.
You just wanna, I'm just covering the dragon.
Daughter's key,
Yes.
just in case something happened.
That's right. That's how she was young and living relative.
Okay. And unbeknownst to you, your daughter at some point went into the safety
I'm
department
just adding enough resin
jewelry.
to put that dragon underneath.
You're suing her for $2,000.
That way, if you're using this as a coaster, you're not gonna have that lump in the center It's gonna be a real coaster.
To a very special function. That's correct. It was a Christmas program that I was singing in, and I don't remember the exact year. I just remember wanting to wear the jewelry because I knew my mother couldn't be there, and it would feel close to me. It made me feel like she would be close to me.
Okay.
Miss Reynolds, I want you to be really honest with me. Had your dad met his new wife at the time you took out the jewelry?
Just wanna.
Before my mom passed away. But they started dating according to your complaint. Was it 3 weeks of your mother's death? Not his current wife. He just started dating, and then he proposed to her 3 months after they, my mom passed away. That bothered you? A lot, yeah. Okay. Was there any sense, did you feel that perhaps this jewelry that was your mom's would wind up with his new wife? I never gave that a thought. You sure? Because of something that happened, because of something that she said to him before they got married.
Which was?
Well, he wanted to give her a wedding ring that belonged to my grandmother, and Abby said, no, that belongs to Carolyn. Why do you think that your dad didn't? Well, let me ask him that question. Mr. Lloyd, this is your only living relative, you said.
I'm gonna babysit this, make sure that dragon stays down, turn on the heat mat
Get all of your wife's jewelry.
to get this cured up, and we'll be back in a while. Welcome back. And this is the finished product. We're coasting through the week. We have our little dragon in there. Coaster, you put it as a plaque. And just because this was an extra, let's demold our lizard. He was what I had left over after I put the top coat on the coaster. So, let's see.
Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
Overage piece.
Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through
Capture plan with the wool.
Laura's Design Studio, just coasting through the week.
Oh, there we go. That is our lizard. He has all of his toes nicely done. Little piece right there. He has his tail. Eyes. There's our little lizard. Alright guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. In the meantime, like, share, comment, subscribe for future engagement. All your discount codes are in the description box. Just click the more button. It'll drop down and you'll have discount codes. And I will see you guys in the next one.